More than 10 years ago, NewsChannel 5 Investigates first exposed how customers of a Nashville-based hormone replacement clinic were suffering extreme side effects. The state then sued HRC Medical, hoping to keep the clinic chain from hurting anyone else and, most importantly, to get money for the thousands of patients affected. Well, a judge ordered HRC to pay former patients millions of dollars, but they still haven't seen a dime. Our consumer investigator Jennifer Krause tells us why and if they ever might be compensated.
I sleep better. I feel better.
If you've lived in Middle Tennessee for more than 10 years, you probably remember commercials like this for HRC Medical.
It's just a wonderful thing.
I went to HRC just because I was just very, very lethargic, very tired all the time.
Roger Wyatt remembers the ads well.
This was kind of like the miracle thing 10 years ago. Allegedly, the miracle thing 10 years ago turned out not to be.
Wyatt and thousands of others turned to HRC for its bioidentical hormone replacement therapy pellets.
Almost invariably, people make the decision to have the treatment because there's nothing to lose.
They were heavily promoted by the company's founder, Dr. Dan Hale.
There are no side effects to these kind of hormones at all. They're nothing but good effects.
And his brother and business partner, Don.
And probably the best gift of this procedure is that our romance is back like it was 30 years ago.
While many who appeared in commercials as satisfied customers were in reality family members and employees.
I thought maybe I should get my hormone levels tested.
But in 2011,
so I never should have been a patient of HRC.
After HRC customers came forward, we began investigating and found HRC had patients sign expensive contracts for this hormone therapy before even testing them to find out if they needed it. And HRC continued to implant the pellets without any additional testing, causing some people to essentially overdose on hormones and experience extreme side effects.
And my voice is deeper, and now I have, hair, stubble on my chin, my upper lip, the sides of my faces.
Roger Wyatt got so sick from the hormone therapy, his family doctor begged him not to go back to HRC.
He said, even by their own laboratory standards, you've been severely overdosed with testosterone.
More than 10 years later,
In my case, I was, I think at the peak, 1,600% of where I should have been.
Oh my gosh.
Wyatt says he's still dealing with lingering side effects.
You have both been working this case since the beginning.
We have. It's been a journey.
Brant Harrell and Carolyn Smith have represented the Tennessee Attorney General's office, which sued HRC Medical and its owners not long after our investigation.
Why did you file that suit?
To protect consumers, and we had received consumer complaints that were very disturbing.
The state took over HRC's assets, and soon after, HRC closed its remaining clinics.
Our hope is to, and continues to be, to obtain consumer restitution to get people their money back for a product that was not sold as advertised.
But 10 years after filing the lawsuit, the 8,000 HRC customers in Tennessee still have not seen a dime, and it's turned into one of the longest-running cases the AG's office has taken on.
All rise.
First, the case was tied up in court for 5 years until 2017, when the judge found that HRC had deceptively advertised its hormone replacement therapy and misrepresented that the treatment was completely safe and had no side effects. The judge ordered the former owners of HRC Medical to pay more than $18 million to consumers. But Dan and Don Hale and Don's wife Dixie appealed that order. And while the Tennessee Court of Appeals denied their appeal, that still did not mean any money yet for HRC patients because the Hales then filed for bankruptcy.
Obviously, we want consumers to get full restitution. It is a process, and it takes a while to complete, but we haven't stopped working, and we hope to get there.
Don and Dixie Hale's nearly $2 million home in Brentwood is supposed to be sold as part of the bankruptcy. And the AG's office is hoping former HRC customers will eventually at least get something from the proceeds.
What was your hope?
That HRC would go away and that they'd quit doing this to people.
Roger Wyatt filed his own lawsuit against HRC. And after he reached a settlement with the owners,
the money was not the point.
He became a nurse and now makes sure that his patients have all the information about their treatments so they can make informed decisions.
Do you share your experience with other people?
All the time. All the time.
And that perhaps may be the best thing to come out of this case.
I think part of the bigger picture, too, was to get the message out there that consumers need to be given truthful information. consumers need to have that so that they can make their own choices.
Brent Harrell left the AG's office shortly after we did that interview, but Carolyn Smith is still on the case, and when, or perhaps if, there is ever any money allocated to the former HRC patients, we'll be sure to let you know. Jennifer Kraus, News Channel 5 Investigates.